across the line. Here's Smith. Wrap around. That was stopped by Kevin Adams. Williams back the other way. Justin Williams with the brakes on in the corner and lost possession. Spacek took it from him, gave it to Smith, and he passed it back across ice. They get in again, led by Horkoff, and he poke-checked at the blue line. Smith had to wait. He did not wait, and that's offside. Hockey Night in Canada, high definition, returns in a moment.
One of the most valuable players in the playoffs for Carolina, Kevin Adams, and he hasn't scored a point. But here, watch what he does to help his team stay 3-3. As Ryan Smith had a chance for the wraparound, and Ward was right out of commission. Adams lay his stick down and saved the goal.
We played 11 minutes in the second period of Game 5 of the best of 7. Carolina trying to wrap up this series tonight here at home. Edmonton eyeing the flights to Edmonton tomorrow morning with another chance back home. They shoot the puck into the Carolina zone, but it's bounced away and out they come again. Flying down this near side was Waite, got it back. Here comes another chance. That shot is stopped, and 3 Oilers are turning. Out it goes to center ice. Dumped in over the line by Pekka. Torres trying to center and get all the way to Whitney, and he just sliced it out. Oilers get it back again. Up they go. The pass gets in. Pisani dropped it back, and the high shot into the chest of Cam Ward. He didn't have to move, but went right to him. He was out cutting the angle.
No rebound. That's a way better than the stop, because there were 2 Oilers sniffing the puck. Had it bounced off Ward back onto the ice. And that's a good skill goalies have. No rebound, as you can see. 2 guys in white. We're looking for the black thing.
Torres and Pekka. 8:21 left in the period. 3-3 is the score. Carolina has 3 power play goals. Edmonton 1. Oilers can't find it at the line. Nearly a break. Spacek was back there. Morrow had to turn back, and he's covered. Took his man, though. Commodore was bumped, but shot the puck in. He was nailed by Harvey. Now that 4th line for Edmonton got the center. It's grabbed by Murray. In over the line. The pass, and Morrow can't handle it. Then he's hammered by Commodore. And is slow to get up. Puck is in. Morrow! He missed the net on the short side. Murray fired it around the net. Morrow is getting it going over in there. 2 of them hit him. Spot check at the blue line. Little lift pass into Harvey. He tried to center it to the man coming the other side, Steve Stales. And Markkinen has to rescue the puck down the stall up there. Edmonton trying to get ahead again. 7:15 remaining in the second period. Over there is Stillman. Tipped it up over the line, and Murray was back, and he got it out. But the Hurricanes have control. Through center ice they come. Pauline fires it in. Never intended to hit the net with that. It's loose in there. Cleared to the boards, and Dvorak backed up and went right in front of the net. He's skating well. Jumping away to center. Finding some room. Shooting! And it went high. Big rush by Dvorak. He's in there again, and Stoll is chasing it. He got it back to the blue line. It's lifted off to Stoll in the corner, and he couldn't find it, but Dvorak does. Got it back, and it's fired out to Williams, and away he goes. Williams in over the line, took the shot, nowhere near the net, but he's going to get the rebound. Off the board, and he took a hit doing it. And the Oilers, 3 of them come out. Stoll right to center ice with it. Catching up as Dvorak off the boards and centered it. Samsonov, and the shot missed. And then Stoll fell on it. But the Hurricanes get it out. Up-tempo now at this stage of the second period. Craig Adams went in. Hit his man behind the net with 6 minutes left in the second. Long pass up across center with Pekka coming on the ice. twice, and he just missed it. Under 6 minutes left in the second. 3-3 tie in Game 5. Carolina moving up. Over the line is Ladd. Lost it. Batted at the puck and got it in front of the net. Craig Adams was bumped. And the puck back to center. Commodore. And it goes into the glove of Markkanen. Oilers play it out. Great move coming out to get the puck away to center ice. It was Green who made that brief rush, and now he heads off. Carolina all back. Seems always. Never caught. And now the five of them move the puck up. Ladd, though, lost it just as he hit center ice. And the play is stopped with 5:03 left in the second.
Raffi Torres is the man who could be responsible for the injury to Aaron Ward. This was Ward's first shift of the game. He is the highlighted Hurricane at the top of your screen, and he will take 2 shots from Torres on this shift. The first one behind the net, and then when Ward goes to chase after the puck, Torres will catch him again. Give you another look at it. This again was Ward's first shift of the game. He played 6 more in the first period for a total of 7. But after this first one, he did go to the dressing room temporarily. He has since done so again and has yet to return. Bob?
Thank you, Elliot. 5 minutes left to play now in the second period of this Game 5, which is tied at 3 goals each. Oh, a giveaway in there. Williams tucked it ahead, and the shot deflected in front. And Markkanen had to be careful with that. It was in close, and Waite had a great chance. Knocked down at the side of the net. Brind'Amour lost it. Stillman got it back, and at the blue line is Commodore. Again, Commodore shoots it this time. Knocked away from Brind'Amour. He's always in there. And the play is stopped. There's going to be a high sticking penalty called, I believe. Nick Magoo is pointing everywhere. It's going to be Carolina.
Brind'Amour's going to get it. I think Smith thought he might have got it too, because they both went over to the penalty box. It's a high sticking call. 4:28 to go. The Oilers go on the power play. Let's have a look and see if we can see it. Well, there it is there. An accidental, no doubt about it. Brind'Amour was trying to get his stick back so he could go behind the net and get this puck, and in bringing it up, it hit Smith in the face.
Edmonton's 5th power play of the game. They have 1 goal. Previous 4. Pronger moves up. Dumps it in wide of the net. Hoping a white shirt would get to it. It'll be cleared out by Carolina. They've been great at that. Kevin Adams shoots it down the ice.
One problem that the power play for Edmonton has had is recovering shoot-ins. Just like that.
Just like that. Again, it's passed in this time to Pronger. In front, Samsonov fanned on the shot. Dumped away to the far side. Hensky stopped it. It's kept in to Ryan Smith. Backed it off to the corner. Now they have control. Pronger. He'd love to get open. Broke his stick. Brother, that was on a pass. The stick broke, can you believe? Carolina with a chance. And the shot is wide. Pronger had to go to the bench to get another stick. And now Ryan Smith trying to center. Samsonov was a guy open in front of the net, and the pass was easily stopped. 1 minute gone and the penalty to Brind'Amour. Tarnstrom for Edmonton to the line. Now they get to center, and it's shot in again. Let's see how they do this time. Horkov was in first. He's fast and got the pass away. Stays open. Zani fired it around the net. Torres got it back to the line. Tarnstrom had to hurry that one and get it in deep again. Carolina is moving better in there than Edmonton. They're hustling and getting to these pucks. It's Edmonton on the power play and losing it again. Here I go. Williams down the ice again. 17 seconds left on this Edmonton power play. Carolina killing penalties in great style. Boy, do they hustle. Horkov. In it goes. Back to Tarnstrom. Other side. Penalty is over. Shot in wide of the net. Dumped in front, and it'll be cleared by Carolina. 3-3 tie, and Brind'Amour is out with it. coming up there with Craig Adams. Got in. Couldn't get a shot, though. Craig Adams went into the corner and lost the puck. Smith. Morrow. Long shot off the blocker. Big rebound, though. Morrow falling, sliding to the post. And the puck underneath him, the play stop.
The Oiler coaching staff has preached the whole playoff, especially this round, go to the net. And you might be rewarded with a goal. And Morrow nearly slid in to goaltender Ward, and the puck stopped by Ward. It was an odd situation, but those funny-looking goals count just as much as the pretty ones do.
Exactly 2 minutes left to play in the second period. In a 3-3 tie. Long shot. That's blocked. Another one. Smith came close with a low shot, but just missed. Carolina move it up. Ladd missed that pass. Pauline was back. Gave it to Commodore. Through the middle. They're in again. Doug White. Backed off that check. Long shot. That's stopped by Markkinen. 1:35 to go in the second. Morrow in his own zone. And he's forced to go back. Ladd all over him. Nearly caught him, too. Oilers get the puck ahead. Murray's pass was good. Morrow got in. Tried to swing to the net and stopped. Got the puck back, though, to the blue line. Staios gave it to him again. Now he's at the line with it. Outside it came. That's offside, and 1:10 remains.
Well, you get the feeling that this game is going to be a one-goal victory for one of the two teams. Carolina playing a little better here in the second period than they did in the first. So we're in for a real exciting third period. Hedigan turns, takes the man to the outside. Ethan Morrow and can't make a play.
Oilers for checking Torres. All the way to the line, though. Staios shot. That missed. Ward is going down often, but that time it missed the net. Carolina get the puck up over the glass. Deflected up there, and that stops the play. Only 51 seconds remaining. A reminder that a full edition of CBC News, The National, with Peter Mansbridge, is coming up. Following the game, Alberta East in BC, 10 o'clock local. Face off. Into the zone it goes, and deep. Stahl, a wraparound attempt. She came out quickly from back of the net and nearly poked it in. Stahl stays in there. There he is behind the goal. Pounded a bit, but got the pass away. There's Stahl again. Stillman helping him at this time. But the Oilers get it ahead. Pekka through center. Pass up there in the right goes Pisani. Back. Pekka shot. Missed the net. They're getting some shots, but wide of the goal. Again, it's fired in by Pisani. Pekka gets it back. Spot check the other way. Staios shot. Knocked down, and Pekka came close. Rough play along the boards, and Pekka goes down. Now penalties are coming, I'm sure. I think Carolina got a penalty called. I'm not sure if Edmonton is going to get it. The horn is gone. The period is done. Maybe they got nobody going. We'll have a look here and see if the referee's arm went up on the penalty call or the clock expiring.
I don't think there was a penalty. There were guys lying all over the rink. I think Wesley got tripped when his foot hit the goal post.
Obviously, no calls were made on that rough bit of play at the end of the period. After 40 minutes, it's 3-3.
Back at the RBC Center, joined by Steve Staios of the Oilers. Steve, special teams been an enormous story for the Oilers in the Stanley Cup final. You finally get your power play working in the first period, then give up 3 power play goals. How clear is the message? You have to stay out of the box.
Well, there's no doubt. It's very obvious. You know, they got a pretty lethal power play. You know, I thought we did a better job of making them make plays on it, but still, we, you know what, we got to do a better job and getting on pucks. We got to do down ice pressure, entering the zone. Those are the places where we got to get to them.
Start of the telecast tonight, Kelly pointed out the Oilers had greatly increased their chances of winning if it just got the puck on the net and opted not to go for the perfect play. That appeared to be how Chris Pronger opened the scoring in the first period. How much did you talk tonight before the game about just getting the puck on the net?
Well, that's exactly what we need to do. You know, a lot of the goals in the playoffs are banks and off shin pads and at the net. So we're going to continue to fire pucks at the net. We're doing a much better job of getting in positions. Our forwards are engaging their defensemen, not letting them come out and block shots. We're finding lanes, so we can hopefully continue to do that.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Scott.
Steve Staios of the Edmonton Oilers stand by for After 40. Eric Cole, who was hoping to come back from a broken neck this season, will join Ron McLean. We're tied at 3 in Game 5. Will come down to the third period, maybe overtime.
Back at RBC Center, Eric Cole standing by. Here's a power play goal by Eric Stahl as he just, well, you said it. Oswego's not too far from Rochester, so he's a pretty smart coach over there. The Americans you followed, I guess, figured out what his secret is. What's that, Eric?
Oh, it's all in the reach. It's all in the reach, just like Grape said.
Do you like a long stick?
Jim Rock, when he came and saw me play junior hockey out in Des Moines, Iowa, first thing he said to me, you got to get a longer stick. So, little by little, each stick I cut that year just got longer and longer.
Not interesting. You've said you can't come back, and for obvious reasons, Eric, it'd be too risky to go into a tempo like this. That's disappointing, but geez, you were such a big part of Carolina getting this going. The breakout for Eric Stahl first. You're his roommate. Tell us about Eric.
Oh, he's such an incredible young man. Like the way he carries himself, and I mean, I can remember back to the days in 03, 04 when, we'd be sitting there watching, hockey highlights, and he's wowing at other guys, and I'm like, I'll tell you what, kiddo, I can't wait until you're 24, 25 years old. You're going to be unbelievable. And we came in this year, and we all saw what he did last year in the American League, and the way he came in and established himself right from the start this year was so impressive, and the way he was consistent about it was the most impressive thing. And he carries himself the right way. He's very humble, and you just can't say enough great things about him.
What's his secret? Is it his strength? Is it his reach? Is it imagination or his step?
I think he's the total package. He really is. I mean, he's going to get stronger and stronger as he continues to mature, but he's got a great shot. He can make plays. He uses his body well already, and he's not, he's a big frame, but he's not a big body yet, and he's only going to continue to get better.
I'm sure you're already one of the big teachers. Who's the best teacher on the Carolina Hurricanes?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. There's so many veterans in that room that, every guy has really pitched in. Early in the season, Corey Stillman, Rod Brindamore, Ray Whitney, they did a lot of things to improve our power play by going in. There's an open door policy with Peter, and he certainly welcomes all the the constructive criticism, and guys would go in and just little bits here and there that helped us along the way.
Any one thing? It's tough off the top of your head, but any one thing that you think about?
Any one thing that I think about that really made an impact this year?
Yeah.
I'd say
puck pressure if I was just watching the way you guys.
Well, that's straight from Peter. That's straight from Peter. He wants to, we're not just a forechecking team. We're a puck pursuit all over the ice. We want to be aggressive everywhere, in the neutral zone, in our defensive zone. We always want to have the heat on and be a skating team. He said from day one, we are going to be a skating team. We need to be able to, 30 or 60 minutes, we need to be able to get going.
And did you have anything else? I didn't give you a chance to answer. That's a tough question to say off the top of your head.
Well, I was going to. The thing I was going to point to was Ray and Corey on our power play. Our power play was much better this year, and it led to a lot of goals. Rod Brindamore capitalized on a lot of them this year, and I think it was their creativity and their thought and how the power play worked and how our power play needed to be run.
How about thoughts on the game tonight?
Well, I think it's definitely a great pace, and you definitely would expect that both teams. This is Game 7. They're looking at it as Game 7. We're looking at it as Game 7. This is the one we want. We want to do it here. Let our fans experience this. What a great thrill for our organization, our fans, to win this at home.
The resiliency. Corey scored a big goal to get it into overtime in the second game of that Montreal series, and then obviously Brindamore's goal and Stahl's winner. It just seems to have snowballed. Aaron Ward's a bit of a blow tonight, but what's been the reason for that resiliency?
Well, we got that confidence early in the year. It was late October, and we had the toughest week of our season. It was Boston at home, Ottawa at home, and then Philly, and then back-to-back into Pittsburgh. And we had, 3 out of the 4 were very emotional wins that night. Actually, all 4 of them were. I mean, even the Boston game went into overtime, and so it was just that was a huge confidence builder. It started a 9-game winning streak, and we just continued to roll, and we have that belief that if we keep after teams and keep going and keep playing the system, we can wear them down, and eventually we're going to capitalize.
Terrific stuff, Eric. Sorry you can't be playing, but you're a big part of it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
There's
it.
Eric Cole of the Carolina Hurricanes. Kelly Rudy and Scott Oak standing by on the other side of the break. Edmonton and the Hurricanes deadlocked.
Back at the RBC Center in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. We'll head to the third period with the Hurricanes and the Oilers tied at 3. Get a word now from Kelly Rudy. Kelly, can't recall many games in the playoffs in which Cam Ward has given up 3 goals in 1 period. How would you account for the fact he did it in the first period of this game tonight? Nerves, maybe?
Well, I think the simple answer would be to say nerves, and that it's just something that he has to go through. But I think actually it's more than that. First off, he has to learn to battle because he's a young goaltender. And typically, as young goaltenders, you just excel because you're better than everybody else. But you take a look at the goals scored in the first period, and they're just not great goals. And so my theory on this would be, because Carolina played Montreal, New Jersey, and Buffalo, they never had to leave the time zone. And the one time they did when they played Edmonton earlier in the series between games 2 and 3, there's actually 2 days in between those games. So travel yesterday was the first time in which he had to travel one day and play the next. And that's a long travel day. That hasn't happened to Carolina all year long, where Cam Ward was in the net, and that's what he had to battle through. So that's a new experience for him, and the body takes a toll. It takes a toll on the body. So he has to find a way to handle the nerves and the travel fatigue.
You think his best chance in this game is for the Hurricanes to give him a lead early in the third period?
I think it's really important in a game like this, where he's obviously gaining a little bit more comfort as the second period wore on, that the Carolina Hurricanes get at least 2 goals for him and make him start to feel even better and better, because I can guarantee you, Edmonton scores, he's going to start to struggle again.
I know you've gone on the record a lot about how Elias Hemsky frustrates you. He's got such talent that he should be the best player on the ice more nights than not. Is he close to that tonight?
You know what? I said privately to a few of us after Game 4 in Edmonton, I thought, bar none, he was the worst player on the ice by both teams on Monday night. Tonight, I have to admit that I think he's one of the best players, if not the best player on the ice, both teams, and he's doing everything simple. Takes that great shot from the side, and this is one of the moves that drives me crazy, but when it works, then he can do that, but he can't overstick handle. I thought he made some wonderful plays tonight by not overhandling the puck, and that's how he should play every night, and that's why all of us really have a lot of time for him, but he can't play the other way.
I talked to Steve Staios about this a moment ago. Your point at the start of the telecast was that the Oilers will help themselves win if they just get the puck on the net. They're under 20 shots, but do you see them trying that?
They are. In fact, in first period, I thought way better. Every time the puck came to them, they looked like they had a purpose. Wired at the net, you never know what's going to happen. In a case like tonight with Ward struggling a little bit, if I were in the dressing room, fire it, boys, you never know.
Feel we're heading back to Edmonton?
I kind of do, actually.
Okay. Oilers and Hurricanes tied at 3. We'll head to the third period. Bob and Harry standing by to call it on the other side of this break.
Welcome back to Raleigh-Durham and the RBC Center in North Carolina. A reminder that a full edition of CBC News, The National with Peter Mansbridge, is coming up. Alberta and East following the game in BC, 10 local. 3-3 is the score. And here's the final period of regulation. Carolina looking to win the Stanley Cup tonight. Edmonton want to prepare for the trip home tomorrow and more hockey. This should be an exciting third. Pisani starts up. Lead pass through the middle. Stopped at center ice, and Stillman hooks a high one in. That's in behind the net where Steve Staios has to be careful. Carolina sending the 2 forecheckers in again. However, now Edmonton down. Pass comes out. Torres skated right by the puck. And Stillman was upended. Torres is hurt, or rather Pisani is hurt. Down at the other end, the net was off. And the referee made the sign again, but for the play to be called at the other end, and that's what happened.
Doug Waite went off with his left arm dangling, and here's how it happened. And you can't imagine that this guy will be back when you watch him leave the ice. 2 Oilers at the same time. Left arm. When they tuck it in like that, they can't move it. And I think Waite's seen his last shift tonight.
Shoulder. You think?
Well, arm or shoulder, and he went right to the dressing room. And Pisani gets hurt on the same shift as he slips and slides into the net. And I don't think he's in nearly as much trouble as Doug Waite.
That's what stopped the play. No penalties called. The 2 teams are at full strength. Here's the face-off in the Edmonton zone. Right away, Spacek try to fire it out and doesn't get out. Staios and Spacek. Staios had to look, and a good thing he did. He had 2 people in there watching him, and one was Stahl. Was a pair of goals in the game. 3-3 tie. Hedican with the puck behind the net. Samsonov giving him trouble. In there was Stoll to hit Commodore. Oilers fired up now, keep the puck in. The long shot gets in front of us, tipped off Recky's stick, and he gets the pass. Coming down was Stillman. Other side it goes, batted in by Stahl. Here comes Recchi. He stopped it and picked it up. Recchi and Stillman coming in. Look out! The shot stopped, and the Oilers come away with it. Pekka brings it away. Boy, is Stillman dangerous. Pekka flipped it in on the boards. In deep it goes, but it's going to be Brind'Amour who'll hook it away and hit a stick and got out. Stopped with center ice and played back up where Pekka has a tough time trying to handle it. Parley back. Left it with Volin. Williams lost it. Pekka got in front. So did Torres, but nobody could get a shot. And the puck is down the ice again. Jason Smith. Crowd want a goal scored by the Red Guys. It'll be Edmonton on the attack. Firing at the line was Smith. That was blocked and cleared out. And getting back was Pisani. And the play call.
Let's get this Gillette game file in. This is a great hockey game with wonderful opportunities to win the Stanley Cup for Carolina. 5 goals in the first period. Stahl has 3 points. And 4 of the 6 goals scored tonight with a man advantage. Stillman, who leads his team in scoring in this series and has a point streak going, is a dangerous cowboy out there, and he can score from anywhere inside the top of the circle.
2:29 gone in the third. Both teams showing signs of getting a goal early. Not yet. It's still 3-3. On the boards, Ryan Smith. The pass was back a little bit, but they pick it up and get out. Horkov brings it in and drops it back. Smith flipped it in wide of the net. That is Matt Cullen on it, and he got it out high, down inside the Edmonton line. Matt Green back. Fires, but that's stopped easily by Vasicek. Kept it in. Karnstrom has to try to pick it up. And he does. Covered, though, and got a pass away in front of his own net. Hemsky dropped it back. Now they move it up. Horkov gave it away. They're going off, and now they have to turn and stay on because it looked like Carolina was going to move in. 3 of them. Matt Green. Edmonton trying to change. Now they are changing. So Green stalled a little bit. He knew that. And now they get the puck in deep. Karnstrom dumped it in. He's headed off to the bench. Carolina picking it up in the zone and don't move it right away. Brent Murray stopped it with a skate. That is Harvey on it. Harvey got it back to the blue line. Pass to Staios. Staios shot the puck ahead. That's in around the net. And it'll be brought away by Carberla. He got it down there to Recchi. Recchi fires it back. Offside. Called at the line. Nearing 4 minutes of the third.
One, two.
No shots on goal in the period yet. Although the action has been frantic. 3-3 tie. Getting nervous. Dvorak got in over the line, shot it to the corner. Commodore back fast. Couldn't get it out. They stay with it. Dvorak was there. Comes out in front. Now Smith from the blue line. Long shot. Samsonov picks it up off the boards. Coming up, a penalty to Carolina. And here's Smith shooting. That stop. And they get control a little bit, enough to get the whistle. Brindamore picking it up. And here comes the power play for Edmonton.
Well, the power play has been the big enemy of the Edmonton Oilers in this series, and this is a chance for it to repair itself and put them ahead in a game if they lose their history.
Crowd is just now figuring that the penalty is going to be assessed to Mike Commodore, the defenseman with the Carolinas. 1 for 5, Edmonton. Commodore in the box. Hurricanes shorthanded. Power play Edmonton. Wow, in a hard-fought game. 4:23 the time of the penalty. Third period. Face off. Won by Edmonton. Smachek's quick pass. Pronger was on there and slides it over. Hemsky wants to get it back to him. He couldn't do it. He was covered, centered. Nobody can touch it near the net. Carolina on the puck again in there, and he got it by Spacek and out. Edmonton turns. Carolina's penalty killing, brilliant. Along the boards, Mike Pekka. Got by him. Spacek backed up, stopped it. Is it in? Yes, it's still in. But for how long? Carolina can't pick it up. Now Pronger! The shot is wide. Good hard shot. He missed the net with it. It's still in there for Smith. He missed. Here's Pronger again. No shot that time. Now a shot. That stop. Rebound. And covering is Cam Ward.
Well, the Oilers are getting a lot more shots through tonight than they did any other night, especially on the power play. But they've got one goal, but they can't seem to find any rebounds. And Smith was parked in his office where he loves to work in front of the net on the shot by Pronger. Edmonds 6 shots on the power play, and Smith couldn't find the puck and get it on a stick before it was coming.
Face off won by Carolina this time. That's a big deal because it's sent down the ice. And only 1 minute left in the penalty. Nearly a giveaway by the goalie. That was close. Brindamore again. Edmonton moving up. Down that far side. Good moves by Horkov to get in. Back off the boards to the line, and Pronger had to hurry the pass. That'll be picked up by Hedican. No, he fell. And again Horkov. Now Hedican. And again Horkov stopped it. Now it'll be cleared out by Williams. He just shoved it ahead to Wallin. Look at him kill time before shooting it deep. 20 seconds left on this power play for Edmonton. What a glorious chance to go ahead in the game in the third. Harvey's up with a backhander, tipped wide of the goal. Kept in. Harvey is on it. Harvey comes from the corner to the blue line. Harvey again. Tried to back the puck up with a skate and lost it, and the penalty is now over. Commodore's on the ice. The crowd again appreciating the penalty killing of Carolina Hurricanes. Just the one shot on that power play on goal. Harvey stopped at center. He fell, and Hedican takes it. Now, having killed off that penalty, you would expect that Carolina would be very organized and patient and try to come in and get a lead in this game. Hedican's pass got by Dvorak, barely, and it goes. Pronger back. He took a look around, saw Stillman coming, and shot down the ice. No icing, waved off right away. Nearing 8 minutes of the third period. The crowd in a frenzy. They want to see the Stanley Cup tonight. Puck is given away in there, and restored again by Staios. Dvorak. He slides it in deep along the boards and comes pounding it forward. He ran into Commodore. But the Hurricanes get control and get it out. Stillman was going off, and he missed it. Edmonton back with the Hurricanes changing. They're cross center. Smith got in. Tied up. Can't get a shot. And he's going to get a penalty called against him. Here's this pass in front. And now it's called. Smith was hooked from behind, and that's going to be another penalty to Carolina. Bosticek is the big guy who put the hook on Ryan Smith.
Bosticek gets a hooking penalty as he got a stick under the arm of Ryan Smith on this rush right here. Big-time power play.
Well, here's another Edmonton power play. This is their 7th of the game. The score is 3-3. Penalty comes at 7:53. Carolina, can they kill off another one? They have been absolutely brilliant. Short-handed. Spacek, dangerous pass. Hemsky with the puck. Tipped away by the goalie. Ryan Smith looked one way, he went the other to Pekka. Back to the blue line it goes. A long shot, stopped. Rebound there for a moment off Ward, but it's cleared to the line. Spacek fires it in again. It's off the side of the net, chopped to the far side. Williams there first, doesn't get it out this time. But it'll be cleared on the boards by Hennigan. Not too far, mind you. Spacek, back pass. Pekka, Spacek, shot, blocked easily. And cleared down the ice by Justin Williams.
You have to wonder whether the fact that Ward's not playing defense since the first period, that the 5 they're using are getting tired.
That's Hemsky up after the puck. Hemsky got it. Around the net it comes, and Connor missed that, and the goalie is out in a big rush. He paid it back away from Craig Adams. Connor now around the goal, coming out. Coming up to the halfway mark of the 3rd period. Power play continues, and in they go. The pass comes back. Markstrom had to hurry it. It got into the corner. They play it around in there. Horkoff got it back. Long shot. Doesn't get knocked down in front this time. It's to the corner for Horkoff. To the line. Stole. Markstrom. Hurricanes can't get it out this time. Now they will. Adams is stepping up. He might get in there for a shot. He doesn't. He pretty well killed the last of that penalty. 7 seconds left on it. Still 3-3. And it's Edmonton on the rush, broken up at the line. Hurricanes are not showing any holes at all. And the crowd appreciates that. Another penalty killed off. Now will they get a goal? Waller coming up and getting it in over that Edmonton blue line, but there is Dvorak again. Coming back out, and they're across the line. Oilers coming in hard as Morrow around the net. Looking back, put it up the net. Centering pass doesn't work for Dvorak, who is in front. Murray tried to feed it out to him. And now Commodore takes over. Behind the goal. Stepping up. Check from behind. Got the pass away. Brindamore lost it. They're changing on the goal. Up to Brindamore. Played it back in, and the play is called.
Eric Stahl, 27 points in these playoffs, and this kid has just started what's going to be a tremendous career. And he is back in the groove, and here's a little summary of his work tonight. When you're this good, this early in your career, and you're as dedicated as this guy is, unlimited potential for Eric Ward, or Eric Stahl.
Aaron Ward is back out, number 4 for Carolina.
Ward has played 3 minutes and 46 seconds, so he was gone for a while.
Back on there now to take this shift to see how things work. 9:15 remaining in the 3rd period in a 3-3 game. A game that if Carolina wins, the cup will be awarded right here in Raleigh. Oilers look to send it back to Edmonton for the game 6, and then who knows?
Well, Ward came out after missing the entire second period and a good chunk of the first, and took a couple of spins around and did some stretching, and then started right away. And I'm not so sure that Brett Hedigan isn't playing under some handicap as well, because he's taken a lot of short shifts. And wait, we haven't seen him since he got hit by 2 Oilers.
9:02 remaining in the third. Oilers with 2 power plays down the tubes. Great penalty killing by Carolina. The teams are at full strength as the puck is into the Carolina zone. Ward is out to tip it to the corner to Aaron Ward, the defenseman. And it's cleared down the ice. Spacek has to hurry back. Look at the 2 forecheckers coming. McCullen. And Whitney. The other way for Samsonov. That shot off the shoulder of Ward. Stoll tried to center and did. But it's the Hurricanes getting it out again to center ice. Vasicek moved up over the line, lumbers a little bit going in there along the boards, but hangs on. Gets it in deeper. Around the net is Whitney. Whitney carries it all the way. Backed it up again. Vasicek coming out. This is a dangerous looking rush. This trio doing it well. Back out in front of Whitney. Whitney turning away from the check. Oilers can't find the puck. It's behind the net. Vasicek trying to center. He gets it backed up again. And they're still on it in there. No Oilers can touch it. It's back to the line. Commodore. And that's just wide. Collins center. And that's stopped by Markkanen. I don't know how he got that one. It's fired away. The Oilers are back on their heels for sure. Carolina trying to win the game in the cup right here. But it's cleared mercifully out of the zone and down the ice. Wow. Markkanen was wicked with that save with the glove. Down inside that Edmonton line again with 7:20 left in the third period. The puck is shot deep into the Carolina zone. No icing. Up there is Fernando Pisani, the forechecker. Didn't matter. They got it up to Stillman through the middle. That is Recchi. Recchi dangerous, always dangerous. That quick shot got in there. And here comes Stahl. Stahl around the net. Stahl with the puck going the other way. Stahl trying to come out front, goes back again. Stahl trying to play it back. He's finally nailed. Got down on 2 knees and got back up, but the puck was loose at the line. Here comes the chance at the blue line, and the shot. Stop. And Edmonton on it. I don't know. They just can't seem to find the puck in there. What pressure by Carolina. Markkanen. All nerve playing that one away from the net. Look at this. They can't get out. The Oilers can't get out. Finally, Pisani gets it over the line. They get it in deep too. Smith went up there, but it's back the other way for Carolina. They are really going for it. Ladd is stepping up. He got nailed inside the line with a hard hit by Spacek. And the puck is cleared out to center ice. Pauline waited. They're offside, but Edmonton will be allowed to clear, and that's what they're doing. Good play by Hemsky. Back pass, blind, doesn't work, and cleared out. And down the ice is Matt Cullen again. Matt Cullen lost it inside the line. There's Hemsky. And he's coming up across center. Hemsky getting a little room for himself. Plays it in to Smith. Oh, what a chance that was on the short side. They couldn't connect. And Carolina will bring it away with 5:35 left. They go back deep to pick it up. Wow, chances at both ends. Mind you, the most of them by Carolina. Hedigan and Commodore. And Whitney. That's up there for Recchi again, the shot blocked. And right behind him was Vasicek. Oilers the other way. I can't believe this pace here late in the game. Cam Ward will slow it down by hanging on. Oh my, let us all take a break.
Not long ago, Whitney had a chance to put this game in the books for Carolina. Watch what happens. He's in front of the net. He shoots the puck, it hits the post, and somehow Markkanen bumped it out of the way with the back of his glove. And here's a better look. What concentration by Markkanen to know where the puck is after it comes off the post. This is the best game of the finals. Hits, chances. As the old pickle maker once said, Bob, this is a dilly.
It's that and more, I'd say. Over 5 minutes left, and you get a feeling the next goal wins it. Pronger shoots. That's deflected away from the goal. Pronger's low shot. Pronger backs up. He got the first goal of the game at 16 seconds. I know he'd love to get the last goal of this game. Well, he's on the ice now at the blue line, and the puck slides to the far side and right back to him. Shot it in around the net. Carolina there to pick it up. Stillman moved, not out. There goes Dvorak in a race, and he lost that chance. Stahl is back up. Here's Stillman. Oh, a shot. Markkanen made the save off the blocker. Quick shot by Stillman. Recchi, Stahl, and Stillman. Stillman on it again. Backed it up with Recchi and Stahl. Stahl coming out. Tried to get the pass to Stillman. It was picked off. Cleared down to Dvorak. He's in there. Offside if they had moved in. But a good move at the line by Torres to see it. He held on, but now Carolina get the puck up. Under 4 minutes left to play in regulation. 3-3. Stanley Cup on the line for Carolina. Edmonton looking for another chance for a Stanley Cup. Fired away on the glass. It's out. Just knocked down the ice. No rush by Edmonton. There's Ladd to poke it up over the Edmonton line again. Staios backed up. Long pass got to center. It's flipped in over the line deep. And all the Carolina Hurricanes are back to circle. Brind'Amour coming this way. They go the other way with it for Carverlay. Brind'Amour had been covered. 3:15 remaining. This is Jason Smith. Got it up, but it's picked off outside the line. Fired back in. Ryan Smith lost his stick on that play. There again is Matt Cullen. Around the net. Got in front of the net. A shot, weak shot, mind you, by Whitney. And it was cleared away. 2:52 left. Regulation. Whitney up. Boy, he's been dangerous. Down the other way for Horkov. Can't catch up to it. There's Whitney again. Coming back in for Carolina. Gonna get set for the shot. It hit a stick and went wide. Oilers tried to pick it up and get it out. Harvey did a good job getting it out over the line and coming up to get it. But a shot back in. And Markkanen had to be careful with that bouncing puck. 2 forecheckers in for Carolina. Spacek coming away. The pass is given up at the line. And it's just onside. But now breaking away is Harvey. In with a shot. He missed the net with that. There's Morrill in front. Murray can't get a handle on it. Now he gets it back. Schmidt the other way. Pronger the shot. That's blocked. And there goes Stahl. Coming away to center and up over the line. Stahl. Offside. Barely offside at the Edmonton blue line.
The new Troy-Bilt 4-cycle trimmer blower. Lawn care starts at Canadian Tire.
Doug Waite's back on the bench. He hasn't played yet. Aaron Ward, who came back after missing a chunk of the first and all of the second, blocked the Pronger shot, and he had a tough time getting to the bench. And there's the shot, and it got him on the right foot as he turned to skate out to block it.
They say it's the toughest cup to win, the Stanley Cup. It looks that way again tonight as the Carolina Hurricanes try to do it. That shot by Dvorak is wide. Pronger back, 3-3 tie. 1:38 left in regulation. Down they come. It's Stoll getting it in for Edmonton. Dvorak's backhander didn't work. Cleared out. There we go again. Williams down to the middle. Nailed it center ice. Was Ladd, and he heads off to the bench. 1:20 left. That's an icing call. Dougie Weight back on the bench, as Harry just mentioned. Hasn't been out yet. He went off with his arm hanging after being hit, sandwiched really by two Oilers. Pekka, great face-off artist, just in front of Brind'Amour, who's also great. Brind'Amour got that one to the boards out of harm's way. Pekka didn't make the pass. Commodore lifted the puck out. 1:08 left in regulation. Can you stand it? 3-3 tie. A goal for Carolina, and the cup will be on the ice. A goal for Edmonton, and we're going back to Edmonton tomorrow. Because you know now, 55.9 seconds remaining. The next goal is the big goal in this game.
Hedican went down rather clumsily there behind the net when he was checked by Peck, and he's getting up slowly, and he's gone to the bench a couple of times tonight under some physical duress. And when they had to go so long with 5 defensemen, I don't think it was easy for him. And there is the play, a little shove from behind by Pekka, and Hedican went into the boards.
Another face-off in that big circle to the right of Cam Ward. Oilers win it. Conger shot it. Blocked easily. Hemsky lost it. And out come 4 Carolina Hurricanes led by Stahl. Centering pass. Pauline missed it. The defenseman was up on the rush. 4 of them were in there that time. Stahl stays in looking forward and is cleared to the corner. The pass gets into Stahl. He's bumped back there. But Carolina's on it at the blue line. Fed in deep by Wesley. Other side, turning back, Recchi to the line, the shot. It's blocked, not cleared. Now again, it's going to be Pauline. He cuts in there with it. Hurricanes going all out to win it right here at center. Back to the line, Recchi again. Recchi waits over here. Wesley gets set. Wesley fires it in deep. 8 seconds left. It's cleared to the line, not out. Pauline, the crowd going nuts. Into the corner. It could be the Stanley Cup right here if they can get a shot in the goal. Stahl is stopped. It's over. Regulation is done. And in this game here in North Carolina, we have got overtime coming up. 24-22 with the shots. Carolina, the score 3-3.
Well, this is by far the best game, and I don't know whether it's because it's an elimination game. The Oilers have not played a game in these playoffs where if they lose, they're out. But they know that better than anybody right now.
We had 4 power play goals in the game. 3 of them by Carolina. Penalties were coming fast and furiously. And we've gone now to an overtime situation, 3-3. Here's Scott Oak.
Bob, thanks very much. Here's Sean Horkoff. Sean, furious pressure by the Hurricanes in the third period. He withstood it thanks in large part to the goaltending of UC Markkanen. Could you ask any more of this guy in relief of Dwayne Rollison?
No, he's been outstanding for us. And obviously, it'd be nice to come out and get a goal for him and bring this thing back to Edmonton because he's put us in a position that we can win this game.
How did they get you back on your heels so much in the final period of regulation
time?
Well,
they came hard and they're hungry. So I think we have to go in there, regroup a little bit, and keep pressing because we're still getting a chance to score. And we're playing our best. We're getting traffic to the net. We got to get back to playing that way.
Is it your best game because it is your first elimination game of this round?
Yeah, we played pretty hard tonight. Yeah, we played pretty hard tonight, and we're not going to go out easy. And we look at this as a real opportunity for us to bring it back to Edmonton for Game 6 and try to gain some momentum.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Sean Horkoff, the Edmonton Oilers. The Stanley Cup final is heading to overtime with the Oilers and the Hurricanes tied at 3. Ron and Don on the other side of the break.
What a third period that was. Edmonton, Carolina headed for overtime here in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup. Don, who's the pressure on now?
Well, before the game, it was on Carolina. Now it's on Edmonton. And you're going to say, well, how can that be? Well, now they can't lose. But before, it's what a game, what a third period.
And I thought UC Markkanen, just amazing again to be holding him in here. But Ryan Smith is the guy who caught your eye for the
Now, here at the blue line, watch him leave a leg. Normally, he wouldn't do that. But in a game like this, watch, the guy almost catches his leg. But normally, he wouldn't do that. But they're going to do everything they can now, everything they can to win a game. Heads in front, give your leg, do anything. But that's normally, did he hit that blue line? Now, I want to just show Carolina killing penalties again. I have never seen anybody kill penalties like this in my life. Watch, the 5 of them are right in the corner. It's unbelievable. Like the 5 will go right over in the corner. They leave. I can't, that's what's thrown off Look at them. The 5 right over there, they'll go all over. Like, look at them. That's unbelievable to me. I've never seen that before. I don't know how they're doing it, but doing it. Now, I want to show, look at that. Looks good, eh? All right, I want to show a perfect 2-on-1. And Commodore, I sort of like him, but watch Commodore. You want to take a shot, it's a perfect 2-on-1. Now watch. It's coming up. He doesn't go at the guy. He's letting him have the shot. That's the way to do it, kids. The perfect 2-on-1, Commodore. Now, it's funny, Stahl's goals. If you look at Stahl's goals, we're going to see that they're both the same goal. Watch this here. He reaching back. And again, I hate to tell you, it's that stick. And you're going to say, will you give it a rest with a stick? I'm telling you, boy, watch the second goal. Watch how he reaches back. Look at that. Not long. Again, now watch the second goal. It's the same thing. Going behind. Going behind. He can reach back with it. The big, long stick. Look at that. Reaching back. Perfect.
And you know, it's funny, Don, on the power play, one of the reasons, I remember Pittsburgh's power play, greatest probably of all time was the Bruins. Would you say in the early 70s with Bobby Orr on the point?
Well, I think they scored 500 and some goals or some ridiculous. I don't know how much it was, but...
And Edmonton not too shabby, but I was going to say Pittsburgh was one of the most potent I ever saw because you had Mario Lemieux, Ron Francis, and Jaromir Jagr all with the long sticks. That's why Thornton and Jagr had the great years on the power play. So,
well, you heard Cole up there saying that you get that long stick, you're big, and kids, when you got a big, tall guy, get the long stick. Now, if I'm McTavish, I go in and I say to him now, if I had to talk to you before the game, and I had said we got a chance in overtime to win and take it back to Edmonton, when you get it, and they'd love it. And that's what I'm telling them right now. That's what he's telling them right now. Great OT coming.
Quick, pressure. Who are you picking for the Oilers to score?
Oh, on the Oilers.
Yes.
Pekka.
Okay, and who are you picking for Carolina?
Stahl.
I'll go with Stahl and Wesley. We'll take a break. News on the other side of the break on Hockey Night in Canada and the Stanley Cup.
You do that all the time.
Coming up here at the RBC Center in North Carolina, overtime in Game 5. A goal for Carolina, and the Stanley Cup will be on the ice. A goal for Edmonton, and we go back to Edmonton for Game 6, and then who knows? Edmonton to our right, and Carolina to our left. Starting it off, Edmonton shooting it in. Torres comes up. Around the net, Stahl bumped off the puck. Good work by Pisani to get it loose. Pekka couldn't pick it up, however, and it's cleared back out, and here come the Hurricanes. Stahl takes the pass onside, and the first shot is blocked. Oilers turn. Down the ice is Torres taking that lead pass. He waits. Pekka comes in. The shot off the blocker of Ward. In around the net, Pisani. That is Stillman with the puck for Carolina, and he gets it out across the line to center. Batted back up. The Oilers were changing. There was a big hole there for a moment. Stillman takes it and drops it. In they come. A shot blocked. Recchi just fired it at a shin right in front of him. And the puck is grabbed by the Oilers and they race away. Dumped in over the line, and coming up after it is Radek Dvorak. He left it behind the net, centering pass, wrap around attempt, stopped at the line. Long shot doesn't get in. That's tipped by Dvorak wide. Dvorak missed another chance. And at the blue line, spot check, ripped the shot. Here's Dvorak. Oh, what a save by Cam Ward, right pad, and now he gets it. He looked so cool. Let me tell you, folks, that right skate went out like a bullet and stopped that shot.
Well, he made 2 big saves, and every one of them in this time of a game is big, but this was a nice stop. He's got quick feet. 4 or 5 times a game, he makes a stop on a shot that looks like it's going to beat him low, and there is a good example with that right leg.
Wow, what a save. In overtime. Anytime. Oh, my goodness. Around the net again. Edmonton had a little heat on Carolina, but now they will even get it out. Brindamore got to center, put the pass in. There goes Ladd. He got in the deep with it and comes back to the line. That shot by Coverley was wide. Another one by Williams is blocked. Hemsky missed it. Kept in, and now Hemsky gets it. Fired a pass up to Ryan Smith, the center. He made a good move to get it in. Deep on the line. And back there is Wesley. Carolina turn it up, nearing 2 minutes of overtime. sudden death overtime. And here's a chance for Bosacek. That missed on the far side. It is kept in by Carolina. Centered again. It hit the side of the net. Primer turn went the other way. And they get it out. But they can't move too far. Aaron Ward was there and lost it. Morrow played it back to Primer. Morrow again coming out. Morrow is dumped. Puck is fired down the ice. It looks like it'll be an icing call. It is. No sign was made for the moment, but it's icing.
Well, when you look at the faces on both teams' benches, you know in the National Hockey League playoffs, sweat is the cologne of accomplishment, and both these teams are showing you how much of a lure the Stanley Cup is to them.
Face-off is to the right of Cam Ward. He's come up with 2 big saves already in overtime. Armstrong stopped it at the blue line. Pekka went after Cullen. He got the puck away. Armstrong at center by himself. Played up, but given away inside the line. Ward, though, was slow going back. There's Whitney. Got the puck out. Oilers bat it back inside their own line for Stales to take over. Karnstrom dancing up a step or 2. Got it in high off the glass. There is Torres. Tried to center, then hit the outside of the pipe. And it's Carolina coming down again. In over the line. Lucky is down, and there's going to be a penalty. Right away. The penalty is called by Dvorsky. And Stales gets it.
Well, let's have a look at it. It may have been an accidental trip, but I think you're going to see that Stales gets a stick between the legs of Recchi. And he lets his stick fall, so he doesn't want to get a penalty, but that one was a trip. And the Oilers hit the post on a real good opportunity before the puck went down into their end, and Stales took the penalty.
Almost like it's in the cards. Forgive me. But there it is, a post at one end, power play coming up because of a trip at the other end. Carolina is 3 for 6 on the power play in the game. Remember, that's their 3 goals. Pekka stealing the puck, killing some time. They have time to kill now, folks. Time to kill now. Overtime, power play, Carolina. Moving out. Brindamore at the far side. That's broken. Here's a break. It is Pisani. Scores! A short-handed goal for Pisani. And the Edmonton Oilers come out of the box, are out on the ice, and they are celebrating a huge win here tonight in Raleigh, North Carolina. Can you believe it?
Well, Pisani, who has had 18 goals this season, only 1 in his last 6 games, but he ends this game on a shorthanded breakaway and gives the Oilers another chance Wednesday night. Or sorry, Saturday night, I guess.
Yes, it is. Saturday night in Edmonton. Pisani unassisted. His 11th goal of the playoffs. Clearing attempt as the Carolina Hurricanes were getting ready to come out near their own blue line to go on a rush on the power play. And he picked off the first pass and took off alone and made a beautiful shot up high to beat Cam Ward. Time of the goal, shorthanded, 3:31 of overtime. 4-3. Edmonton keeps this series alive. And now, back for Game 6 in Edmonton, Alberta. I know they're not celebrating up there now. Well, what a game we had here tonight at the RBC Center in Raleigh, North Carolina.
3.5 minutes roughly into overtime, a shorthanded goal. Pisani picks off the bad pass and ends the game.
All right, let's go to Scott.
Bob, here is the hero of the moment. Boy, would you ever have thought that possible with the way their power play was working tonight and you score shorthanded, Fernando, to win it? How did it happen?
Well, Chop got good down ice pressure and forced him to make that turnover, and I just kind of poked my stick and hit me in the chest, and I went all alone on a breakaway.
Now, I talked to Steve Staios at the end of the second period about how special teams really were hurting you in this series. I mean, you gave up 3 power play goals tonight, but that shorthanded goal, I would imagine, fixes everything. Am I right?
Well, yeah, we want to come out with a good, strong outing on our power play and PK, and our power play's been lacking a little bit the last little while, but I thought we did a good job tonight and came up with a big PK goal. A bit ironic that I was talking to you earlier today about why they weren't going in for you. I can't imagine that you've ever scored a bigger goal than that. No, I haven't scored a bigger goal than that. It was, like I said, Chop made a great play to force a turnover there, and I just went in and fired it up the top of the net there. Well, you can imagine the kind of reception that awaits you now heading back to Rexall Place for game number 6. What do you think it'll be like? It'll be pretty crazy. It's been crazy the last few games there, and I can't imagine it being any different.
Fernando, thanks for your time. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Fernando Pisani saves the day for the Edmonton Oilers with a short-handed goal in overtime. And so the Oilers have forced game number 6 in the Stanley Cup Final. Ron and Don next.
Here are the 3 stars. Naturally, the winner all the time. Pisani, what a thing. Chris Pronger, +3. 32 minutes during the game. Unbelievable. 32 minutes he played. Eric Stahl, 2 goals and an assist picked by me. Honorable mention to Ryan Smith, I'll tell you that. And don't forget, always remember, that's why you watched me in Coach's Corner before the game. I said on the opening, what did I say?
You said, did you pick up the beer, was it?
No, it's cold. Yeah, I said Edmonton's going to win. That's how I know. You know how I know?
How?
Because I've been there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you go by the theory that Carolina didn't have to win, Edmonton did?
Yes, and the whole deal was that they had the cup out here all shined up and everything. Look out, though, when you go back to Edmonton, it's going to be all even. It'll be a dandy. But I just had the feeling, as a team, they had the pressure on them before the game. And, it shouldn't be that way, but the cup was out here, and that's the way it works. But wait till they get back. Anyhow.
Oh, here you are.
All right, go ahead. Just to substantiate.
Get some traffic in front of them. I'm predicting an Edmonton win tonight. We almost had a...
I didn't hear you there.
See?
No, I wasn't impressed because I couldn't hear a word.
Not.
No.
Anyhow, that's why you watch. You'll be a ding-donger.
I'm impressed now. Here's the goal by Pisani.
Good. What were they thinking of it? I cannot believe what happened. This has got to be the worst play I've seen in a long time. What are they doing like that? Look at that. It was 2 forwards back.
It's your old story, though, right? When you use a forward on defense?
Yeah, but look, there was 2 of them back. It was where was the defenseman?
Caberlet must have missed Caberlet.
Something, but where were they? Where's Caberlet? Where is it on that? You got 2 forwards back? You ever heard of anything like that in your life? Look at that stick bend. Did you see that stick bend?
Boy, what a shot.
Dango. And don't forget what his father said in the interview. Do you always remember? I patted him on the head when he was 7 years old. And I said, keep working hard, kid. Yeah. Keep working hard, kid. It'll pay off.
Here's your other buddy with Scott.
All right.
All right, guys, thanks very much. Ryan Smith coming off the ice in the biggest game of the Oilers season and still found a moment to marvel in amazement at Don's jacket. But just like Don and Ron said a moment ago, Ryan, and you said the very same thing as you watched Pisani's goal again. What a shot.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Obviously, good read off in the neutral zone there and then heads-up play, and he's got a great shot as it is. But to pick it up on Ward like that is unbelievable.
Ryan, with the way their power play was working tonight, they already had 3 with the man advantage on you, and then the penalty called in overtime. I think most Oiler fans were going, uh-oh. What were you thinking?
Yeah, obviously it was a suspect call, but it happened, and we just said, let's kill it off. And I said to Hork on the bench, I think we're going to shorty. And I said Pex is going to get it, but it turned out Pie's got it, and we just wanted to push this game into Game 6 and give ourselves a chance.
You know, a lot of you guys who've been scoring regularly early in the Stanley Cup tournament have been going without for a while, and Fernando Pisani was one of those players. So just expand on that point. Would you have picked him to score an OT?
Yeah, probably not at this stage, but a guy's got a great accuracy and thinks the game really well defensively, and the puck doesn't die with him very often, so he gets into good shooting lanes, and it turned out great for him.
Ryan, thanks for your time. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Ron.
Make matters worse, he thought Pex would score. Grapes, you are on a roll tonight, no doubt about it. We'll come right back with more of our coverage of Game 5 at RBC Centre on Hockey Night in Canada. And the Stanley says it all.